Hello and welcome to the Good Call series, where we take a look and analyze some of the good plays that happened during the SWC. My name is Mards and I'm joined here with Sheisou.
Salut, what's up?
So first up, we're gonna start with the Americas prelim. The first match we're gonna take a look at is the US preliminary of the day 2, Ken Baller versus J-Mag. So Sheisou, what do we see here in this draft?
Yeah, so in this draft you can see Ken Baller as a last pick picking Anavel, and Anavel is not a unit we see that often in SWC. And what could have been his mindset? So we think, everybody thinks, you think, and you will think after this explanation that he took Anavel against this kind of crowd control team, but without a lot of damage. So he banned the Daphnis to have sustain and even some way to cleanse to remove the harmful effects. To cleanse, that's why we say in the Summoner's language. So he cleansed the sleep and then he can sustain in the long run. So now in the game we can see that he lets his units go to sleep, and I even think his Shrine dying is not a big deal, because at some point Anavel can actually land the defense break and slow, which is kind of strong, 3 turns slow, so it's not nothing. And in the late moment of the game she could kill the units, and even in the long run in RTA you can lose HP and get attacks. So the heal was strong and huge, and she gets full health his team. And then Anavel was the key unit in this draft. I'm not sure what you thought about this fight, but I think it went pretty smoothly thanks to Anavel.
It was an amazing pick at the end, I think, as a last pick, and the last moment we've seen in this match that Anavel managed to armor break the 2 units and put the slow on both of them, actually brought her the win. And as you already said, she gets a lot of attack, which strengthens her heal, which made her an amazing pick in this draft. Next up, we're looking at the Southeast Asia and Australian preliminaries. This time we have the second match of Jin Yao and Hong KFC. So in this draft we actually see a Jemaya in the last pick, and it's a very interesting pick. He actually used it as a defensive option, because with his Vanessa he couldn't use it safely to reset the Vanessa, because if he would, the Jemaya would have just reset. And he cannot reset the Jemaya because his skills cannot be reset. So this is a very good defensive play. The Ganymede never has a chance to actually reset something that makes sense. So I think that was a very good defensive option he actually used. So what do you think?
Yeah, because in the draft I remember thinking, oh, why the Jamaya? He already has some speed leads, and it adds one of the speed leads. It was Vanessa and Jamaya for the speed contest, and as well, yeah, a good counter to Ganymede that he lets through the game. And that was really, really interesting to see, because you can see in the game that Hong Kong was deciding, do I use or not the 3rd skill of my Ganymede? And it doesn't, because it wouldn't make sense. And so Jamaya at some point was like really, really good in this draft, because he countered the Ganymede and he could as well refresh the skills of his Hathor in the long run. So yeah, Jamaya, very good pick.
Yeah, and with his Hathor he actually managed to keep Hong long enough down to get all the enemies down. So in the end, very well played. It was an amazing match. Last up we have the Europe prelims, and in the Europe prelims we have some names we actually know from last year. Obabo and Ismo are both well-known names, and this time they are against each other. And what do we actually see here?
Yeah, so this round was kind of fun because Obabo was like the top favorite guy, like super high ranking, and I think everybody would see him as a favorite in the Europe prelims. And so he was already 1-0, so Ismo thought, okay, I'm gonna lose this game, most likely. And they made a funny draft phase when they showed off their light and dark units. That was kind of fun. But then they got super serious, Obabo especially. And in this round there was one moment when he got his Diana. And usually when you have Diana you just go back and forth between the human and pony form, so you can refresh the cooldown and stuff. But what he did in this moment was, okay, no, I'm not gonna refresh after I change the form. He used his Ganymede to refresh the cooldown of his Diana, so she stayed in the human form. And usually you don't do that because you think, oh, maybe the opponents are gonna play between my turns. But he just analyzed the attack bar of the opponents and thought, okay, I can do it now, so let's just do it. And he went for the kill in a super aggressive move from Diana. And that was something that I didn't expect as a commentator. I don't know how was the experience for you?
It was amazing. Like I thought, okay, he's resetting now his Hathor or something that would prioritize a little bit more of the crowd control, but he actually went for the Diana, and I think I went crazy. I remember that exact, that I was, wow, I really liked this play, it was amazing. And the fact that he actually got the violent proc, that he had this option to go with Diana, made it so much more exciting. So overall, it was an amazing match, and I was so happy for Obabo. He actually deserved this win.
Yeah, that was smooth. Super smooth.
That was it for this episode. Let us know in the comments what good calls you actually thought that happened during the SWC, and hopefully we'll see you again soon in the next episode. And remember to watch this weekend's America's Cup. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye!